Thereafter, he will invite the governor. After the governor's address, the two will take questions that we may have, and then we will finalize this exercise at the Shanzu area, where there is an entire estate with the government houses that has been taken away by grabbers, but the commission has taken action to revert that property to the public. With us today are also representatives of the institutions that have lost property to grabbers, but they will be giving remarks when we go to Shanzu, because they represent agencies whose property is grabbed in that area. Karibu Bwana CEO.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, the Governor of Mombasa.
Latest iPhone ushamvunjia.
What you call the Hobley Road Estate. This is an estate that came into existence in 1931 during colonial time. And these are houses that falls under the Ministry of Government Housing, both during the colonial time to the current government. And it was meant to house senior government civil servants. Unfortunately, some times back in 1999, this parcel of land fell in the jaws of land grabbers. For those of us who are old, I know quite a number of you are young. 1999, that's 33 years ago. 33 years ago, this is a man or a lady who has grown-up kids. This plot was grabbed under 3 entities, subdivided into 3 parcels. And the documents that were used to acquire this parcel of land, the documents and the transaction was forgery. And EACC filed a case before the court, and we managed to recover the 3 pieces of land, and the value of this particular area that has been recovered is $500 million. So 500 million was to go to grabbers, three land grabbers, and take a government property using theft and forgery. We are lucky that when we filed the case as EACC, on behalf of the Ministry of Housing, a ruling was given, land court. And there was a consolidated that all these 3 pieces of land should revert back to the Ministry of Housing. The houses are they are old, and along with other estate, they are due for redevelopment with what you call the modern high-rise building. Low-cost houses will come. That is what we've heard from the owner of this land, that is the Ministry of Housing. Maybe I'll go deeper to the other side about the Shanzu property. Your Excellency, the Governor, on September 2021, Coast Water Development Authority Agency lodged a complaint to the Commission, the EACC, that their land in Shanzu area had been grabbed by some private individuals, and the parcels of land were meant for the staff quarters of the water agency. That is the Coast Water Development Agency. The Commission undertook investigation on the complaint, and as usual, we established that the property had indeed been grabbed, and title issue charged the same with banks at a very big amount of money. This illegal entity is that the Coast Water Agency. The case continues and it is before court. The Commission expects the following: that members of the public grab or re-grab public property. Grab. We tell them they'll just hand themselves into trouble. Notable recovery, Your Excellency, in cases that are in court are the following. The EACC has managed to authority which was set aside for the expansion of the Moi International Airport, worth about 2.5 billion shillings, and the grab parcel of land include, you'll not be surprised, part of the grab land is the runway of the airport. So you even wonder when surveyors were iko barabara hapa, if you don't know it's a runway. So government houses for civil servants belonging to Kenya Revenue Authority, we have also filed that one with a current market value of about 360 million. And we also have 5 parcels of land, Your Excellency, from the former from the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation, that is KBC, worth about 150 million. We also have some road reserve that were excised from Machakos Road in Mombasa, worth 21 million. Parcel of land worth 100 million grabbed from the Postal Corporation of Kenya in Mombasa by a senior county official. So when we look at Mombasa in general, it's very important to 130 cases in court seeking to recover grabbed public property worth 10 billion shillings. The Commission successfully recovered several property through litigation and alternative dispute resolution. ADR, you've been given land or you've bought land and you've been told this land has got issues, it's not yours. We don't want to take you in a lengthy court process. If you opt to do an ADR, we come into negotiation and you surrender the land silently without much hype, and both you gain and the government gains. So, Your Excellency, this address today here is all about this parcel of land, the land of Shanzu, and other parcels of land that we are pursuing. And I would like to say in front of the media that the county government, all over the 47 counties, let us not look at EACC as a watchdog that is after looking at who is to be investigated and taken to court. EACC is a government agency. It is run through taxpayers' money. So it serves, the most important thing that the Commission does, it serves the interest of the public, because you are the taxpayers. And out of that, we request that counties, just like your county, Your Excellency, that if you have issues to deal with county property that you believe has been grabbed or taken by the wrong entity, it can even be, maybe it has been taken by the wrong entity of the government during the devolution process, either through ill intention or erroneously, you can contact the EACC, and the EACC is willing to assist counties in repossessing their property that were grabbed during the local government before the devolution or after the devolution. So with those remarks, Your Excellency, maybe it would be good for me to give you this chance after inviting me. I know you are I'm told I'm the host, but you are the owner of the county. You are the one who is hosting me technically. So it would be good, Your Excellency, that you address the media, and thereafter we can take 2-3 questions from the media, and then we call it a day. Your Excellency, welcome.
Mine is to say a big thank you to the team from EACC. We had a meeting earlier on today in the office where I was briefed on a number of these matters. This particular estate, Hobley Estate, is one of the oldest government staff offices in the country, one of the oldest. And this is one property that had been grabbed, divided into 3 parcels of land. It rightfully does belong to the Ministry of Housing, and I hope that the Ministry of Housing, once they have this now, will be able to do the necessary in regards to redeveloping this estate, so that also the face of Mombasa can have a positive image as well. Secondly, there is the properties that are there in Shanzu that the CEO and his team will also be visiting later on, where those were properties that belong to Coast Water, that court cases as well have been won. I am aware also there is a property, the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, and there are other properties as well. But this just goes to show one thing. Today we've got people who are commissioners of land in the 90s. You've got people who are commissioners of land as way back. What this means is that when you do something, you might do it in darkness today, but one day the light will be able to illuminate on you, and you will be answerable. Today, the likes of the previous lands commissioners from the 90s, the 80s, the 90s, the year 2000, just before the advent of the new constitution, every single one of them has cases, one or the other. People who are holding public offices who did things. So an advice to me and advice to those who are in other positions, whether they're my seniors or my juniors, advice is be careful of what you do. Always remember that it will always catch up. It will always catch up. This is a property that was grabbed in the year 1999. 99 till today is about 30 years. No one anticipated 30 years from today is when this will go back into public hands. An advice to me and an advice to every single other person, whether my juniors or my seniors as well. Asanteni sana.
Okay, thank you. We can take 2 or 3 questions. I wanted to do this in a very orderly manner, and when you question to be answered by the CEO or by the governor, you can have yours. Kuna swali hilo, sio nichukue pia matatu.
Matatu, lakini ana haya anaongea na sauti ndogo hata sisikii kitu, lakini nimeelewa kwa sababu nilijua utauliza swali. Haina shida, haina shida. Twende mtu wa pili.
Kuna mafuta hapo. La pili. Modibo.
2.5 acres. Hiyo nishakujibu.
Thank you very much. Kuna swali la tatu nimeona pale.
Sorry for that. You can ask me. ADR.
Alternative dispute resolution.
Yeah. Very good question. Nitakujibu. Ya mwisho. Mbona kuna wasichana? Ngoja kidogo. Just a minute, ngoja. Iko msichana hapa, kuna swali? Brenda. Uliza. Very good. Can I answer those ones, those three? He asked about the oil, the mafuta. You see, it's an issue that is being talked. I'll give you a good example. When KEMSA 2, we heard about KEMSA 2, and we rushed, we did investigation. From the media is that KEMSA 2 people have stolen money using KEMSA procurement. When we went in, we found that it was a procurement process in the offing. And when we finished the investigation, and I talked to Jeff Koinange in Citizen, Jeff Koinange Live, that there was no single coin that was stolen or lost in KEMSA 2. But how did we hype in the media? Was that KEMSA 2 billions have been stolen. So, but I'm not saying that the media is wrong. The media here, but as an investigator, investigation is something. As something is being covered by the media, blame game and whatever, we at the back are doing our background to get facts. Until you get facts, you cannot have a case, solid case, to go and take either to the DPP or if it is a civil suit. So as at now, that issue is in the media. We are monitoring and we are looking if we just don't go because something has been hyped by the media. Look at facts, because when you investigate a case and you take to the DPP, you are in turn saying, nilisikia hata headline ya Nation ndio hapa, Standard ndio hii, K24 ndio iliandika hivi. You cannot use that as evidence. So it's a good issue. The only thing that it tells you about the government and the opposition about the issue, it tells you one thing, that the country is becoming more accountable. People are put to task on what they do, whether it is opposition or the government. So as for now, we are monitoring the situation. We are yet to make a decision whether we shall go on full investigation or not. The second question that I was asked was about ADR. ADR, I will need a PowerPoint presentation for a whole day to take you through ADR. And because I'm bald-headed and the sun is too hot, it may have an impact on my, but I will summarize and I will answer you and Brenda at a go. You talked of how are people benefiting from ADR. You see, when you charge somebody and you go through a court process that you have registered in court, how long does a court case take, roughly? From your own experience, you are a seasoned journalist. Not 4 years, it can even take for 10 years.
This one took from 1991 to 1999 till today.
It can take even 15 years. So an alternative dispute resolution is a new concept. And even the DPP on the criminal aspect, he has put the system called plea bargain. America, one of the reasons why the US does not have backlog of cases in court, unlike India and Kenya, we are heading there, is America, they allow for plea bargain. Plea bargain, umedunga mtu kisu kwa disco, lawyer yako anaenda kotini, wakati umekuwa charged, anasema, amekubali. He has accepted too that he did it. Now, what is the sentence? 9 years. We'll give him 3 years. You are punished, but the government has managed to address backlog. So ADR in civil matters, they help to reduce the backlog of cases because the guy accepts, mimi nilipewa kiwanja, nilitumia mkato, but you know, I also paid land rates, and these are my receipts, I paid this and that. You are refunded the land rates and whatever, and then the government repossesses the property. So, you see, the money you paid to the government, you are refunded. Ulilipa, those survey fees and whatever. You paid, you are refunded. And then the land goes back to the government. The government has managed to recover its property. So ADR, and ADR is there within the law, within our act. It's allowed. So and in the constitution. ADR assists to remove the backlog of civil cases. Are we together? And there's also a danger when a case prolonged, in between, you know, if you are a senior government officer who signed a document like this particular plot, you signed in 1999. Assume that 99 today is 34 years. 34 years plus 46 years ni ngapi? Wala wamefanya hesabu mzuri. Kama ulipata hiyo unatakusumbua.
8 years plus.
8 years. So, would you take an 8-year-old person, summoning him in court, to go and give evidence? Will he be able to remember what he did? Also, when you do that, is there fairness to some extent? That this is a civil matter, it's not a criminal offense. You are summoning an 8-year-old person, and I'm telling you, when you reach those ages, diabetes, heart problem, what, even that case may be the cause of the death of that person. So if somebody accepts ADR, it helps a lot of things. The other side benefits and the government side benefit. The other question?
2 more and then we go to the other side.
Yeah.
Yes, let's have
Yes.
Perhaps I will wish if you comment on Governor Paranya's assets which were frozen, and also El Nino funds which there's allegation that some of them.
So you're asking 2 questions in one. You're trying to be smart.
The other question will be for our governor Mombasa County. Perhaps
I've not received any El Nino funds.
this is for you. Perhaps are there any assets in your account which also you have been grabbed you might wish the EACC to come in and also?
I will answer those.
This guy is very clever. He has asked 3 questions in one.
Thank you very much. Let's have one more. Alafu. Swali hapa.
Sema jina lako. From? Kigiriama. Unaweza niuliza Kigiriama? I speak Kigiriama. Ah. Una malazi?
Okay. Ya kwanza from Mombasa. Where is your focus next? Watu wengine kumeoza mtambo wa Banki. Alafu pia another issue ningependa pia summarize.
Please ask one question. Ask one question. Wajua say 2 in 1 inakuwa ngumu. Sasa already there are 5 questions So
swali moja.
uliza moja tu Masha. Uza mwenga si mairi wewe vize.
Wewe mwenyewe uliza Kizungu.
But I would suggest already the 3 questions. Let me answer those ones because I'm getting confused now. Masha, so
Kuna El Nino na
we, of course, we have investigated him. You may see the criminal aspect. Maybe you are involved in corruption, so the file will go to the DPP. On the other side, maybe we have seen out of that there's also accumulation of wealth. So we file also the civil side. What came out the other time about judgment of the case, it allowed the EACC prayer that amount be frozen for the time being as the case is being handled. As for the case, we are working with the DPP on looking at our file, and if the DPP will be in full concurrence, as much as the governor says it's political, he will see. Once we are given the consent, if the DPP is in agreement, we shall charge the governor based on corruption allegations. And, pardon? El Nino, you know, El Nino is still going on. There was a misrepresentation that El Nino may take place or may not. But that one does not matter. It's nature. Sometimes you cannot tell how nature behaves, especially with these current global climatic changes. We are monitoring. Before the El Nino started, I had issued a warning. I actually wrote to all county officials and government officials that whatever they will work on El Nino fund, they must be accountable, and we shall come and review and look at it. Because as at now, we cannot go and supervise each and every ministry to look at what they are spending on El Nino. But if there's something that will come out, EACC will not hesitate, it will pursue those issues. The last one from Masha. Niambie. Wataka nini? Ngoja kidogo Masha. Pole Masha. Swali zuri. Kwanza lakini kuna neno umetumia pale si mzuri. Unajua tuko na governor hapa na lazima kuwe na ile. Unajua ni kijana mdogo, damu yako bado iko mbio, siwezi kulaumu. Hata mimi nilipokuwa mdogo nilikuwa na mbio kama haya. Kutumia neno kuoza. Unajua kutumia neno kuoza, you are dismissing the county that is doing nothing. Long ago. No, don't worry Masha. Ile kitu iliyoko ni kuwa cases, kuna kesi nyingi viwanja vilichukuliwa zamani. Hii ni makosa ilitokea zamani, lakini si makosa tili accidental. Hii ni makosa ilifanyika makusudi, watu waliiba viwanja. Na tumekuwa na governor kwa ofisi yake, tumeongea na tumemweleza governor kuwa vile viwanja vyote katika hii kaunti yake ambayo anashuku kuwa hivi viwanja viliingia kwa mikononi mwa watu kutumia njia za uhalifu za ukora na ujanja, ile kizungu nasema forgery and misrepresentation, atapatia Mombasa office. Tuko na Mr. Ndiema hapa, is the head of Mombasa office, na sisi tutafuatilia. Na kitu kimoja lazima wanahabari wajue, hizi cases zachukua muda. Unajua shida nyinyi mnataka kesi ianze leo imalizike kesho. Nimeongea mahali kwingi sana. Kesi unataka ambayo ianze leo imalizike kesho ni ya kuiba kuku. Yale wewe ndio ulikula. Si unamaliza kesi. Lakini kesi za ardhi utabidi uandike, waangalie zile documents zinaingiana na zile ziko kwa survey, land registry, shahidi fulani aje atoe ushahidi ambao huyu mzee aliretire 25 years ago. Mara unaomba huyu mzee ni mgonjwa hata isitoka kwa kitanda. Kuna mambo mingi sana. Kwa hivyo zinachukua muda. Lakini governor tumeongea na yeye na tunasema pia kwa magavana wengine wakiwa na ardhi za county ambazo wanaona zimepotea na wanataka tuwasaidie, tutafanya hiyo kazi. Tumefanya hiyo kazi Kisumu na Governor Anyang' Nyong'o. Ametupatia list ya viwanja kadhaa Kisumu ambavyo vimeibiwa na tuko katika process ya kupata hivi viwanja. Kwa hivyo itachukua muda na ni kitu ya polepole, lakini sisi tunasema wewe ukijijua kama uko na hiyo shida, kuja kwa ofisi ya EACC, tutakufanyia ile kitu inaitwa alternative dispute resolution. Una surrender ile title, tunaenda through the legal system na inafanywa polepole, hata si ya kukuaibisha ati uitangazwe kwa wewe ulipeana hicho kiwanja. Muhimu ni tupate suluhu. Asante.
Asante. Maswali kwa gavana. Naomba kwanza tumsikize gavana kwanza. Maswali ya gavana kwanza.
I think niliulizwa swali.
Kulikuwa na swali la gavana kwa mwingine hapa. Ode Francis.
Naitwa Francis Ode kutoka KCM. Langu ni kuhusiana na cases ambazo zimekuwa investigated na EACC. Unapata kwamba a lot of these cases za ardhi ziko embedded na the previous regime of administration, APO, DODC, unapata wale wa zamani. Lakini hao wa zamani unapata kwamba in one way or another wako embedded na the current government or wako na uhusiano fulani na wenyenye fulani ama mtu ambaye ako katika serikali, ambapo unapata kwamba inakuwa vigumu sana.
Ni muhimu wajua ukiongea you've just basically vile unavyoongea wewe ambao kwamba sio sawa. Wote waliopita ni wabaya, na huwezi kusema kwa wote waliopita ni wabaya, kwa hivyo wale ambao kwamba walioko pia watakuwa ni wenye. I think that is not right.
Nilianza kwa kusema kesi nyingi ambazo zimeweza kufanywa na EACC za ardhi wako katika viti ambavyo wako kwa sasa. Iwapo atapatikana culpable na kesi kama hii ya na wewe kama gavana,
EACC hutuandikia barua for information. I think the county secretary receives letters from yourself almost barua karibu every week, isn't it? Munataka information ya ardhi hii. There's never been a Kenya ya jana si ile ilikuwa juzi na vile vile Kenya ya kesho hata yule ambaye kwamba atakayekuja. My belief is that government is a going concern. Politicians change, but government stays. I'm repeating this again. The police force, and all these other constitutional No, we have not. We are not even aware which funds they are. So
What is the extent of the national government's support to your response?
I'm informed. I was not there, but I'm informed that they brought in I think it was a lorry of food I'm not aware. Please do not judge me on my statement. I'm not aware, but I am informed that yes, there was a lorry. I don't know. You'll need to ask the people who were there. But in terms of what it is, nilipigiwa simu ya pole though, so I hope that helps. Wacha tuache hapo tu. There's actually kuna hii issue ya ADR was something that was done a very, very long time ago. In fact, on the advent of the new constitution, there was an alternative dispute resolution that was done by the previous administration. Something like Twalibe said, an instant, I'll give you, if someone has grabbed this property and then they ended up already having built on it. So the other alternative is that, okay, we've already built on this, don't break this down, but tunakupatia ardhi nyingine hii. In other instances, so things like that, and we are actually in the process right now. I can comfortably state, as a county government, we have kept a whole team to make sure that we get our own titles. We've been able to get our title for the industrial park. We've been able to get our title for the special economic zone. We've been able to get our title deed for the Kibarani and even institutions as well. Tumepata title zetu within this period of 1 year.
Na mwisho kabisa,
Kwanza tuambiwe ni nani? Here there was no ADR. Here we went through a full court process.
The other one same, I
The
think.
same. Yeah.
haya, asanteni sana.
Thank you very much.
Asanteni sana, asanteni sana. Sio Malaysia, the last one, then we go. Tunaelekea kule Shanzu.
What is
Tunaelekea
what
Shanzu.
is the acreage for Shanzu?
Na ile Shanzu ni 18 acres.
18 acres,
Yeah.
about 7 houses, 18 acres, na kuna nyingine moja tumesahau kutaja ya Kenya Civil Aviation Authority pale nyuma ya City Mall. We have recovered 7 houses that had been grabbed. The houses that bungalows in very posh big compound about 1 acre, and that one has reversed. The court ruling came out. All those houses will go back to Kenya Civil Aviation Authority. So you can see historical impunity. Unajua nyinyi vijana, those days people will walk out and say, unajua mimi nikienda lands officer, I know so and so, I'll be given this land, grabbed land. But now in the long run, the way His Excellency the Governor talked about, it doesn't pay. You can misuse your position today, but one day it will come and haunt you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Tunaomba basi tuambatane twende pale ile estate ya Shanzu ambayo pia imeibiwa pale. Alafu tutakuwa na kikao cha mwisho hapo kisha tumalizie.
Umpigie simu mwambie.